Welcome back to South Florida spearfishing. In this video, my buddy Greg and I took out his boat and went on the hunt for some sushi-grade fish. We started off over some deep wrecks, hoping to find wahoo. And here you can see a rainbow runner. Not too big of one, but I took a shot here. Unfortunately, it turned out. Sorry buddy, no free rides or free food from me. At this point, we're directly over a shipwreck, and I'm dropping down just above Greg in case he decides to go shoot something which could potentially be tangled in the wreck here. We didn't go down too deep. The flasher's sitting around 50 feet, and the wreck itself is laying on the bottom at around 100. Here you can see some barracudas and a little glimpse outline of the top of the ship. But not much on this drift. Here I'm approaching a large school of jacks and rainbow runners and shoot a barjack here. Not ideal. They're popular in the Bahamas and Caribbean, but really if I'm going to shoot a jack, I'm aiming for a Yellowjack or one of those rainbow runners for
bull sharks got it. Yeah. The 5 of them?
Yeah, I shot right through him, dude. This thing got his tail.
We decided to use the fish as chum to drum in more pelagics and potentially larger fish. And that worked, but not the fish we wanted. It ended up bringing some of the bull sharks that are local inhabitants to the shipwrecks here in South Florida up closer to us. After saying hi to some sharks, we decided it was time to move on. We weren't seeing the fish we wanted, and we moved in a bit shallower to drift near the reef. Here I'm doing a drop directly over a reef. It's about 50 feet here where I'm at, and I'm following a flasher that I dropped to lure some fish in. You can hear I'm doing a few grunts to call in any snapper or grouper. Not necessarily the fish we're looking for today, but something that's always on the menu for either of us. On this drop I noticed a zero mackerel, which is a great sushi fish, and based on the size of this one would have been plenty enough for us for the week. But I just couldn't get in range to pull off a good landing shot. On this drop, I'm on the edge of the reef here. So as the reef comes down, it's a bit deeper. It's about 70 feet to the sand, and I'm Scanning along the edge here, not really expecting to see a sushi-grade fish, but this is where I would expect to find a grouper, and grouper season is open. I didn't see anything on that drop, but I really liked the area we were in, so I decided to throw anchor so we could do some more drops in this area.
You should drop. There's a monster wall coming up.
Here I'm dropping in that same area, and as soon as I start heading down, I already get my eye on a fish I want to pursue. Started to line up to move in its direction, but it noticed that I was following it. So I had to change course and start angling in the direction I thought he would be moving, which paid off. He ended up coming directly across in front of me for a perfect stone shot right in the spine. And it appears I landed our sushi fish. This is a Yellowjack. It is a popular, depending on who you ask, sushi fish here in South Florida. Makes great poke bowls, sushi, ceviche, you name it.
That's a nice one.
As you can see, once I retrieved the fish, I humanely dispatched it by placing a knife into his brain, and then I slit its gills to bleed it out, because bleeding a fish always makes it taste better. This is commonly referred to as brain and bleed. Thanks for coming along on the dive. Hope you enjoyed the adventure. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to South Florida Spearfishing for more underwater hunts. Drop a comment if there's something you want to see next. Until then, stay safe, dive smart, and I'll see you in the next one.